Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
What do you like about your team right now? What just really pops where you're thinking we're making progress in these different categories? What would that be?
Chemistry.
Why is that so important?
Because I feel like in order to win games, you have to be connected and you have to have fun. And I think we have felt that every single day since day one.
Who's become the leader of this team?
Don't know yet. Had 8 days of training camp, I think. So what I tell them is be yourself, right? So, or be a leader in your role. So I've had multiple. I've had Temi from the jump on our team Zoom. She was very outgoing and welcoming and telling everyone how excited, she is to be a part of the first, GS Golden State team. And then I've had Veronica be more of a floor general. I've had Tip be more of whatever you need. I've had Mo be the organizer in terms of group text. So, yeah, everyone's kind of been pitching in. And, again, I want them to be themselves. I don't want them to be a leader if they don't feel comfortable.
You still kind of have a veteran team. I mean, you look at the first preseason game and you're still trying to figure things out. But 50 points off the bench, you've got to feel pretty good about the experience that you have.
Yes. I mean, I think the best thing is that they are giving the younger players a lot of guidance and a lot of care and a lot of space for failure. That's big. For me, especially building a brand new team, is like I told them, I want you guys to fail and make mistakes as much as you can. I want our practice facility and Chase Center to feel a place called a safe zone to make mistakes. And as coaches, it's up to us to make sure we take care of everything.
What becomes important in a game like this? Your second and last exhibition game, now the real deal looms. What are you looking for? What are the critical little elements in a game like game 2 of the exhibition season?
Yeah, connectivity.
You're still with that, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a team sport, right? So not one player can outshine. And if one player does become the focal point, well, then I think we're very easy to guard. I think some of the best teams are when everyone has, I wouldn't say equal opportunity. We're just looking for the quality shot, the best quality shot on the floor. That's what we're going to take. So, yeah, I'm not looking for one person to shine. Yeah.
I think it's unique that with training camp and there is so many moving parts going on that already you come out with the word chemistry, right? Because you normally that's a mid-season or on a winning run you hear that.
Yeah.
What is it about this group that is your first word right now?
High character. That was something that we were not going to have. It was going to be a non-negotiable for us. So high character means so many things on and off the court. It's giving yourself if a player needs like a ride or if they want to go out to dinner or just on the court, like you could see someone struggling. Like they're constantly helping each other. Like even yesterday, we mixed up the teams and they were kind of looking around like, okay, whatever. Like it doesn't have to be first unit, second unit. They're just like, let's go. Natalie didn't put us in exact teams, and it was just, again, the connectivity. And also, too, like as you guys know, these guys are fighting for spots. So if like injury happens, which is going to happen, next person up. And that's what I'm saying is the connectivity. We can't always just say this person has to sub for this person. No, it's the best 5 that are going to put out, our offense and defense.
Yeah, we've talked about health all week.
Yeah.
And you have a few players out tonight, especially like your forward stuff and Touchy, who didn't play last game either. Like, how do you kind of get them integrated and get that chemistry up when you do have the health issues and players in and out?
Yeah, I mean, we've done a lot of film sessions, so keeping them in film sessions. We've done this win, lose, or draw to where, like, instead of film, I want to know if they could draw the plays, right? So the first, I split them up into 2. Chechi grabbed the board, Steph was right next to her, and then we had Chen grab the board. Tip was like, you see the people that really want to, be invested, and so, yeah, that's how to keep them engaged, is like do other things, not just on the court, to make sure that they're engaged with the IQ and, what we're running. And we do workouts every single day. We make sure that they get their element of workout, and the coach will provide that film session of what they need to learn in terms of our offense. And they're coaching on the side. So I all told them, like, you guys are coaches today. You guys are supporting, your teammates, but at the same time, if I look at you and I need something, like, you got to have it,
Natalie, you were talking about that. Well, first off, welcome to the Valley.
Oh, thank you. I've been here before.
Oh, you've been?
Yeah,
Okay,
and
awesome. Well,
I tried out here before. I don't know if you guys knew that. Ann Myers.
Coach,
I did.
A while ago, yeah.
Yeah.
You were just talking about just building chemistry with your team. With the loss of BG and DT with the Mercury, what still stands out with that Mercury team that you guys are really looking for, that they're really good at, type of thing?
Yeah, well, seeing just one game, and I'm not the head coach of Phoenix, so I don't want to speak. But what I saw, obviously, was the pace that they're trying to play. I mean, if you're playing against AT, I mean, she loves to push the ball. She's technically the point guard for me. She was technically the point guard in Connecticut. So she's pushing it. Satu's pushing it. So kind of similar to how we want to play. We just want to play with pace. Whoever can bring up the ball can bring up the ball. And then, obviously, we got to make sure we box out because they're going to be crashing the boards hard. That's what AT does, So, yeah.
Natalie Nakase with Clutch Points. First off, nice to meet you. Welcome to the Valley.
Nice to meet you, too.
I know you've been here before, but still want to give you that introduction. For people that are watching your team for the first time, for the very first time, how would you want people to define what the Golden State Valkyries are?
Whatever they want to define it, really. I mean, I can't be in people's heads, you know what I mean, and say, define this. But I think I've kind of answered to her question is like connectivity. I think that's really big. I think it's beautiful basketball when all 5 players on the team are connected. And then it's also beautiful to see the 5, like how many players are on the bench being connected with them at the same time. Like what we do sometimes in our defensive drills is they're calling out the defense on the bench just as much as the players on the floor. So at all times, like, I want to feel connected. I hope they feel connected, yeah.
Are
You
you
mentioned
able to?
Veronica as, sorry.
No, go ahead.
You mentioned Veronica as kind of emerging as a leader, and she's someone who's had like different eras of her career already as defensive specialist, as her 3-point game developing. How do you kind of see her evolving and kind of like that next step for her?
Yeah, it's kind of like a day-to-day with her, continuing to learn like what we want. And to be honest, she's the one actually responsible of putting more actions. I had a one-on-one with her yesterday, and she's like, I actually like to play in this type of style. And so we adjusted and we put it in, and the girls were just like running with it. They're just like, oh my gosh, it like fit, everyone fit Tip style, it fit KT style. So yeah, I'm learning from her, really, yeah.
People that may not know you, mentors to you, coaching-wise.
You.
You can expand on that even though she won't. We all want to.
Yeah,
But coaching.
I know, but I could say you as well. What I learned from Annie is, number one, fighting. Like, you taught me how to fight at UCLA. You didn't care how tall I was. That was the thing that stood out. And you gave me an opportunity to try out for a W team, so size doesn't matter. It's just more mental toughness. And then what I also learned from Annie is humility. I think when people become as successful as Annie, and she shines in a light, but she continues to talk to everyone. I'll get there. But she continues to talk to every single person. No one is, too small or too high, whatever. Like, she gives everyone her full attention, and that's something that I want to continue to. As much as, like, you don't think I'm watching you, I am watching you. So, yeah. What was your question?
What coaches have influenced your life as a...
Oh, so many. Oh, gosh. Starting with my dad? Oh, my dad. Yeah. My dad, obviously, because of my philosophy, is going to be tough love, same as how my dad raised me. Strict, stern, truth teller. But when I had a bad game, I leaned on him. He put his arm around me, which wasn't often, and he would always say, like, Natalie, it's going to be okay. And I'm like, well, that's not what you said before the game. You said a lot of other things. But being able to be flexible, when to push, when to pull, when to tug, when to put my arm around is something my dad taught me. And then I can go down the list with, Tyronn Lue, Becky Hammond, Armand Hill, who is now part of our staff. Just great mentors who talk about preparation. I would say overall, they are on me about being prepared. If you're not prepared to attack that other team, he's like, you're going to let down your team. So that's the biggest thing, I would say. Yeah.
Would your dad allow you to take a step back, or would any of your mentors with that preparation mentality allow you to take a step back and take in how special, it's only the middle of May, I get it, but how special things have been over the last X amount of months leading up and through that exhibition game in front of those crazy fans? Would you give yourself that moment?
No.
Okay?
Yeah. No, don't need to, because I've been through this. I've been through the tryouts. I've been through Vegas, games of high intensity playoff games. Like
But
those are.
this is, this, you are introducing
Yeah.
this level of play to the Bay Area,
Yeah, but you're asking me how I'm feeling.
okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
Oh, I hear that.
Yeah,
But
I'm
is
feeling.
it- is
Yeah.
it- it sounds like I'm trying to put words in your mouth.
You
doesn't
are.
it?
Yeah.
I guess I am.
Yeah,
I
it's
was-
okay.
I guess I am because
It's
I
okay.
think so many of us do feel these special moments
Yeah.
watching from
Yeah.
afar.
Yeah.
And I think that's all it is, and I apologize for trying to put words in your
No.
mouth.
Well, if you saw our preseason game, I mean, thanks to,
did.
were you there?
Well, no, but it was batshit crazy.
Oh, gosh. Well, thanks to our business people, who are amazing. They're top notch. Jess, Kimberly, they sold that place out. I think it did. It was 17,000 plus. So, but I'm only following people who are busting their ass in front of me too now, every day. These guys were hired before me. So to know that they're on top of their game, I got to be on top of their game. Do they take a moment? No,
Okay,
they
Coach.
don't. Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, so I'm watching from the people in front of me and the people that I respect. Yeah. We'll enjoy it after season. Right, Jess? Right, Kimberly? We'll enjoy it. Yeah. That's it. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.